Hello everyone, this is Devin from CodeBuddy. I've got a really exciting CodeKit to share with you guys today. I've been looking forward to this one. We are going to talk about Google Calendar and how to programmatically create a new calendar event on Google Calendar using C#, using Azure Functions from our CodeKit. So if you go to the CodeBuddy CodeKit community, you can see this new CodeKit on here. Click onto the CodeKit. You can see the file structure. You can see the code. You can click on any of the different files to see the code. And then you can see the title, description, the technologies used, and then the different instruction sets for this CodeKit. In the bottom left corner, you can always download the solution, right click on it, download it, and then you can open it into a preferred IDE. We use VS Code right now. All right, so let's jump into this CodeKit. So the first thing that you're going to want to do when using Azure Functions is make sure to have the Azure Functions core tools installed so you can run it locally. The command is up here. The next thing you're going to want to do is that we need to go into the Google Cloud Console in order to set permissions for our Google Calendar API. So I'm going to click on the console right here. You're going to want to create a new project. I called my project Google Calendar API project. You're going to want to go to the marketplace and you're going to want to enable the Google Calendar API. Mine's already enabled. You'll see a blue enable button here. You can also go to your side navigation bar, click on enabled APIs and services, and you can see a list of your enabled APIs and services here, and it allows you to navigate to them as well. So I'm going to click on Google Calendar API here. I'm going to go over to credentials. We need to set up credentials in order to access our Google Calendar. I'm going to use the service account credential here. You can give it whatever name you want to give it. The most important thing for now is this email address that is created from your service account. We're going to use that to share with your Google Calendar. You can create this. You can set roles. I'm just going to give it owner for now to keep it simple. And then you can just click done for there. You can see my new service account here. I'm going to click back into that. And then I need to create a JSON key. So click add key, select JSON. That's going to download a JSON file to your downloads folder. You're going to want to take that file and you're going to want to put it in the root of your code solution and rename it to Google Calendar Credentials. The reason we use that name is just that's what we're calling it in the code. If you want to call it something else, you just need to go to this line of the code and change it. If you put it in a different file, you're going to need to change the file directory. But that has all of our authentication credentials for Google Calendar API. I won't show it to you because it's specific to mine. Everyone's will be different there as well. All right, that was a lot, but all those steps are here on the CodeKit. So you can see we're going to need to go into the Google Cloud Console, enable the Google Calendar API in the marketplace, go to the enabled APIs and services. We're going to want to click and create a service account credential. And then once that's created, we're going to go and click the keys tabs. We're going to create our JSON file, and we're going to rename and store that JSON file in the root of our code solution. All right, the next step is now we want to go over to the Google Calendar. So you can see my Google Calendar has no events for this date. I'm going to go over to my calendar and I'm going to go to the settings for this calendar. All right, and then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here where it says share with specific people or groups, and I'm going to share it with that service account that we created. So you can just go add people groups and you can share it with the actual service account there that you created. Once that's done, you can also scroll down and you can see under Integrate Calendar, you'll see your Google Calendar ID. Usually it's just your Google email address is how most people have it set up. All right, so we did that, went and added our email from our service accounts to our Google Calendar. The next step is we're going to need to go to the code, and you can see here where you're going to want to put in your calendar ID. So mine's already in there in my VS Code. And then the last thing is you're going to want to run the function. So if we go to our VS Code, I'm going to close out here. I'm going to clear everything. And then I'm just going to do a func start. And that's going to run my function locally. You'll see in the terminal the URL and path to hit that endpoint. I'm going to take that endpoint and I'm going to put it into a Postman. And then I'm going to put this body in here too as well, which is located on the CodeKit and also in the README. Most of these fields are just made up. We actually do use the start and end date for setting the start and end date for the calendar date too as well. Once I do that, I can click send, and you can see that event created, meeting with client. So if I go back over to my Google Calendar, you can see I now have a meeting set up on my Google Calendar. To test that it's really working, we'll hit it a couple more times. And you can see that it programmatically added those additional events on here. A couple steps additionally here for running in code spaces as well. So hope you enjoyed that video. We look forward to posting more videos, and thanks for watching.